All right, guys, I finally did it. I finally profiled my JP MKIIc Plus amplifier. I spent the whole day on these yesterday, and I wanted to make sure that I profiled this amplifier as good as I could. I think they came out really good. I'm going to demo a couple of my favorite profiles for you right now. So this is the Crunch Rhythm one that's in the Rhythm folder. In fact, this one is JP2C C2. C stands for Crunch, just so you know. So this is the one that I like the best anyways for, you know, a crunch rhythm. And let me go over a couple things with you on it right now. So let's hear it real quick, and then I'll talk about some stuff here. It just sounds so thick, beefy, and aggressive, and that's really what I'm going for when I make these profiles. I'm trying to capture the true essence of the amplifiers that I profile. I don't do any homogenization, processing, or sterilization of the profiles. In other words, I leave all that great stuff that amps do inside the profiles without taking any of it out to make it quote-unquote mix ready. So when you take my profiles to any studio or stage, the mixing engineer is going to have enough stuff to work with and sculpt it to fit his room, his mix, or his situation, whether it's, again, a stage or a studio. So again, when you buy my profiles, you're getting good, real, raw amp tones that sound very realistic and amazing. And on top of that, they feel awesome and respond naturally to your playing. You will feel like you're playing the actual amplifier. So let's dig into these a little further right now. So again, I have the JP2C C2 profile right here. And what I did is I profiled it so that you had enough gain to use it for leads or rhythms, if you choose, and to fit any kind of pickups that your guitar has. So in other words, if you have lower output pickups, you're going to want more gain because, you know, you just need that with lower output pickups. If you have higher output pickups like I do, you're going to want to back the gain down a little bit, just like I did on this. And the thing is with Kemper is anytime you back the gain down, it's naturally responsive to that because the Kemper knows what the gain is doing from 0 to wherever it maxes out at. But beyond that, the Kemper's kind of guessing to what the amp's gain would act, sound, and respond like if you go past what you profiled it at. So I always give you a little extra so you can always back it down and stay kind of real with the gain structure in your profiles. So like I said, I backed it down just a little bit because I have higher output pickups, and it tightened up really well, and it just sounds really good. I'll play some more riffs for you on it, and I'll show you the morph as well. So when I hit the button here, it's going to morph into a little bit of delay and some chorus for you as well. So you got some nice chorus and delay in there, so if you want to open it up a little bit for like a big section of the song or whatever, you have that already there. So it's already programmed, so you just hit the button and all that stuff comes on, hit it again, it all turns back off for you. So before we move on to the lead profile, let me just tell you something else that I did with the rhythm profiles. You're going to notice some subtle differences between a lot of them because basically what I did is I found the sweet spot with both the amplifier settings, with the EQ and all the knobs, and the microphones on the cabinet. And I started shooting the profiles with those settings. And what I did was in each profile, I would slightly nudge the mids, or in other words, the 750 fader on the JP and capture a little bit more mids because I thought the highs and the lows were perfect. And I didn't want to give you a really scooped sound because that's kind of outdated, you know. So I just nudged the mids and gave you just a little more in each profile. So that's what the subtle difference is going to be between several of them. And then for some of them, I actually moved the mics around as well and found different tones with the mics. And I also, you know, exchanged the mics out as well. So I used like the Royer 121 paired with the SM57. And then I also used the Royer R10 paired with the SM57 and moved those around slightly as well. And I just found different sweet spots that I thought would sound good. I'm going to have my favorites, and I'm sure you're going to have yours as well. That's why I did a bunch of different settings and a bunch of different mic placements for you. So now let's go over to the lead profile, and I'll just show you what I did there. So basically that one's going to have more mids, and it's going to be nice and smooth, and that's basically what you want for your leads. You don't want anything super sharp. And that's channel 3, and I have channel 3 dialed in really well. And a lot of these are very close to John Petrucci's settings as well. And I've been watching a lot of his videos on Instagram, and I think I matched his settings really close anyways. So let's go ahead and hear the lead profile right now. So that profile, you're going to get plenty of gain, a nice smooth lead tone, and lots of great delay. And I set the delays up to be pretty big, and that's how I like them. So it just fills up the space really nice, and you get a lot of nice, huge, you know, repeats from the delay, and it just sounds amazing. Now, I did not leave you hanging on the clean channel. The JP2C Plus is definitely one of the best clean channels on the market. So I profiled that. I gave you 2 different profiles with that, and the cleans just sound glorious. So I'm going to show you what that sounds like now. And I put some effects in there for you. You can keep them, switch them out, dial them into your taste, whatever, but I figured I'd just give you a great place to start regarding the tone and the effects on the clean channel. Now this one here is the clean number 1. Let's check it out. Now that sounds phenomenal. So that's with my coil tap. So let's listen to it with my bridge pickup and also with the neck pickup now, starting with the bridge pickup. Now for the neck pickup. So as you can hear, you have plenty of great tones to choose from. I covered every aspect of this amplifier. I even covered shred mode for people that are interested in that. So you have DI profiles to choose from, and I did DIs of all 3 channels. And you have plenty of studio profiles to choose from. And I chose to use the Mesa 212 cab because it's really tight and punchy. There's plenty of low end in it, but it's got that really good aggressive punch to it, and I really like how that cab sounds. And the mic configurations that I use are the best ones that I could come up with. And I mean, let's face it, the Royer 121 and SM57 mic configuration is legendary. It's one of the most sought after mic configurations out there, so that's why I choose to use that most of the time, because it does sound, in my opinion, the best. So go ahead and click the link below in the description and go to my website and pick up this pack. I'm telling you, they're freaking amazing, and I know, I made them, I'm biased, blah, 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 but I won't release things unless I would actually play them myself. And I play these amps all the time. Every day I'm playing these amplifiers, and these are legit profiles. They are as close as you're going to get to this amplifier without actually playing it. They're only $19.95, and the hardest part for you is going to be choosing your favorite one, because honestly, I think all of them are very good. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it very much. This is how I support my channel and, you know, keep the lights on here. So I really appreciate everyone who has bought my Quad Cortex captures, my Kemper profiles, and my Line 6 Helix presets that I have up on the Line 6 marketplace. Well, I appreciate you watching the video, and if you don't mind, if you do get this profile pack, I wouldn't mind hearing your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm open to constructive criticism, and I could actually use a pat on the back too every once in a while. Well, thanks again for watching. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.